In this series, my good buddy James and I will be opening 36 packs or one booster box of a main series Pokemon set. We will then build a deck with our drafted cards and face each other in a best 2 out of 3 match. Regardless of the outcome, each of us will have a chance to improve our odds in the following episode. And each week we will open the next set in chronological order, adding new cards to our collection and unleashing powerful new strategies. Join us for this awesome adventure and welcome to the Pokémon Progression Series. Welcome to part 2 of the gym sets. This is Gym Challenge. And although it is very similar to Gym Heroes, there is a bit more high end that's actually worth checking out, and a lot more on the low end that's pretty good as well. This set has a lot more long-term implications than I think Gym Heroes did. And we're going to be checking out some of these cards as we go into a draft here. So Blaine's Arcanine is a deck that popped up around the Neo era, as it was included with Typhlosion, which could accelerate energy to it. It can do 120 damage for 4 fire energy, but you have to discard 3 from it, which is still incredibly good if you can get it powered up consistently. Brock's Ninetales and Misty's Gyarados form a deck, as Brock's Ninetales can basically turn into any Pokemon in your hand or any evolution Pokemon. And that includes Misty's Gyarados. The downside, or the supposed downside of Brock's Ninetales, is that it turns off the ability of the Pokemon it turns into. However, Misty's Gyarados has a bad ability, because on a 25% chance coin flip, you have to shuffle Misty's Gyarados into your deck, which in some circumstance can be good if it has damage counters on it, but you'd be powering it up just for the chance of that all being for nothing and turns wasted. However, you don't have to go worry about that. Brock's Ninetales can just do 70 for 4 with Misty's Gyarados. The Rocket Pokemon get a couple more additions here. Rocket's Mewtwo is one of the most versatile Pokemon printed in the base through gym era, as it is the only Pokemon, to my knowledge, that has 3 attacks, and all of them being very useful. So its first attack for just 1 Psychic swaps the energy or the damage counters between both active Pokemon. Hypnoblast for 2 on a coin flip makes the defending Pokemon asleep, and then Cyburn for 4 does 60. A very clean Pokemon. If it had a bigger body, this probably would have broke the metagame. Rocket Zapdos did break the metagame, because it, for just 1 lightning energy, does 20, and you can attach lightning energy from your discard pile to Zapdos. So in 4 turns, after doing 80 damage, you can be powered up enough to do 70 damage, but then discard all the lightning energy. The trainers here aren't really that great. Blaine kind of has some usage with his Arcanine, and I mean, like, he's definitely one of the better ones, as he allows you to attach 2 fire energy cards per turn instead of just your regular basic attach per turn, which in the Blaine deck specifically is pretty good. Sabrina is kind of neat. She lets you swap energy between your Sabrina Pokemon, so you can move them all from one Pokemon to another. Koga just makes things poisoned. Giovanni lets you pick one of your Pokemon and evolve it as much as you want during your turn, which sounds cool, but it's really not that great, unfortunately. Blaine's Rapidash is an incredibly good card. If it had just a bit of higher HP, this is another card that I think would have dominated this format, as for just 1 fire energy, it does 20 damage, and then for 1 fire and 2 colorless, it does 30 damage, and then on a coin flip, it does 10 more damage, plus 10 damage to each of your opponent's bench Pokemon. That is a combined total of a potential 90 damage, which is really good for just requiring essentially a 2 energy attachment. So in just 2 turns, you can have this thing powered up, and on a coin flip, just do 90 damage if your opponent has a full bench, which is pretty crazy. Koga's Kakuna is another card that's really good, and I kind of forgot to mention Koga's Beedrill, but Koga's Beedrill is, of course, a really good card. On a coin flip for 2 grass, does 20 damage, and paralyzes and poisons your opponent's Pokemon, which, unless they're playing lots of switch cards, damage is going to start racking up quickly. And then for 3 colorless on a coin flip, you can do 70. The downside is, after using it, you can't use that attack again while Beedrill is in play, including on the bench. But The Kakuna here is really interesting because its ability allows you to search for Koga's Beedrill on a coin flip and evolve it that turn. And if you're unable to do that, then you can use Toxic Secretion for 1 grass energy, which poisons on a coin flip, but the poison does 20 damage in between each turn instead of 1. So it's not bad. Plus it's on a 60 body, which is pretty good for a Kakuna. Koga's Pidgey is another really good card that can be plugged in pretty much any deck. Its first attack for just 1 colorless energy has you shuffle Koga's Pidgey into the deck, and then you can search for any basic Pokemon or evolution. It's just pretty much a free search for the cost of just 1 energy, which is not bad at all. This is a card that I think will likely see play, especially in decks that need the consistency boost. Sabrina obviously gets some more support here, although I think that Life Drain and Sabrina's Hypno are the best cards here. Sabrina's Kadabra has the Life Drain attack, which on a coin flip, you put damage counters on your opponent's Pokemon until its remaining HP is 10. And then if your opponent can't do anything about it, just gust it out next turn and get a knockout for free pretty much. And of course, with Sabrina's ESP, that would be very powerful. And then this is the card that ruined this format for many people, because we already have very powerful trainers, and although we've opted not to use them, Erica's Jigglypuff is the card that pairs with them. Its Pulled Punch attack for just a double colorless energy does 40 damage. Just straight out 40 damage, but if your opponent's Pokemon has any damage counters on it, then it does 10 damage instead. But this is the perfect card to start with. If you're going first, as long as you have Jigglypuff in your hand, you could potentially win the game if they started with just 1 basic Pokemon, as a lot of basics in this era are 40 HP. It's a big part of the reason why you see a lot of people opting to just play Pokemon with 50 HP. But then the downside is you can still have 4+ power on this thing. And you can do 80. There's not a single basic other than like Snorlax and Chansey that have more than 80 HP. So it's a very powerful card. Chaos Gym is another card that defined the format. Chaos Gym says whenever a player plays a trainer card, you have them flip a coin. If tails, the other player gets to use that trainer card. That is broken. It's really good, especially considering that you can do if you're going first, you can play all of your trainers and then play Chaos Gym, and now your opponent just doesn't get any trainers. The one thing that stops Chaos Gym is you got to play stadiums. As long as you're playing stadiums, Chaos Gym isn't that bad, as you can just simply start your turn by playing a stadium. Resistance Gym is really good in any sort of aggressive deck, as they just want to make sure that they're getting rid of any potential resistances. It knocks all resistances down to just a -10 resistance, which is really good. Master Ball is an incredible card, and even though it's not that great today, and is printed as Great Ball to signify that it's not as great as it used to be, looking at the top 7 cards of your deck and being able to pick any Pokemon you want there when search cards still weren't really that prevalent in the format, it's a really good way to be able to search out Pokemon, which is why it's an uncommon. Warp Point is the first version of Escape Rope. It basically reads the exact same. Your opponent swaps one of their Pokemon from their bench to their active, and then you do the same. So, for me especially, this is going to come in handy, as it's one of the only common trainers in this set. It's likely we're going to get a playset, and Switch is rotating out soon anyways, so this is definitely going to be a card we're looking to play. So, that's pretty much all there is to Gym Challenge. There's probably going to be a couple more cards I go over in the draft, but other than that, let's get drafting.
Alright, spinning the winner wheel. Let's see what we get. And it's another Ditto. I don't think there was really anything in Gym Challenge or Gym Heroes, whichever it was. I think it was Gym Heroes that I really want. I'll have to go over it. But if there isn't anything, then I think I'll grab another Dark Gold bat, which is what I grabbed from my last Ditto on the loser wheel, which will bring me up to 4 Dark Gold bat.
Alright, so unfortunately, we got our ass kicked last time. that Sabrina's deck, the Sabrina's Haunter, was a perfect matchup against my Golbat based deck. I thought I had something cooked there. I thought it was a great idea, but that was just a horrible matchup, and he built his deck really well. So I don't really know if there was much I could do, but we got a better idea going in for this one. So let's see what we can get from the loser's wheel. All right, we got the weighted coin. We'll take it, but of note too, we've got to decide on whether or not we want an extra pack of Gym Heroes or if we want to ban something. All right, so after long deliberation, I've decided I am going to take the extra pack of Gym Heroes here. I don't really feel like we need to ban anything. Sabrina's ESP is really good, and Sabrina's Haunter is definitely good, but I think we can beat it. I think we can beat it. I don't think we need to ban. I really want to pick up an extra copy of Erica's Dratini. Another Blaine's Ponyta would be nice. There's a couple of other rares that I'd like another copy of too, that I feel like I missed out on or didn't get enough copies of. So we're going to risk it, and we're just going to try to go for the extra pack. Charmander. The Vulpix is nice too, but I think we already have lots of those. That is unfortunate. Okay, well, this was a complete dud. Dud pack. Really unfortunate. Oh well, we move forward. We go to our draft.
Alright, Gym Challenge, opening those. Something's going on with my chop there. I don't know what though. Rocket Zapdos. That's good. Looking for some Jigglypuffs in the common. Master Balls in the uncommon. Chaos Gem's good. Jigglypuff there. Misty's Gyarados. And Brock's Ninetales.
A couple of things I'm really looking for in here, but let's just get to it. 36 packs of Gym Challenge. Let's see what our rare is. Koga's Pidgeotto. Terrible card. Alright, let's go to the next. Oh, we got the Warp Point. That's one Warp Point. Definitely be looking to keep track of that. Oh, I didn't even notice. We got the Blaine's Rapidash. This is one of the best cards in the set, and this is actually probably what we're looking to play. If we don't get enough of this, we're going to default on Wigglytuff, as it is really the last time that we can take advantage of it, since it's rotating. And we did get a third copy, but never used it. Anyways. Oh my god. Also, it's not showing the Giovanni's Machop. That's a bit weird. But it's not that big of a deal because we got Rocket's Zapdos. This is huge. I want to see more copies of this. I'll take as many as this sim will give me. Even if it was every single rare moving forward, I wouldn't care. Because 4 Rocket Zapdos is so good. But of course, we're starting with just the one. There's nothing really that great in this pack, unfortunately. I didn't mention it, but Misty's Tears is actually pretty good. It's a better energy search in some circumstances for water decks, but you would probably... I mean, I guess you would play this over energy search because it gets you more cards. It just costs more. So it's better than playing energy search, because if you were playing energy search at that point, you might as well just play water energies and more draw cards. His Machop just doesn't load. Very strange. But we did get the Misty Psyduck. Oh, we got a Master Ball. That's huge. Master Ball is really big. Yeah, this is pretty much going to be going in all of our decks moving forward, I think. Or at least after rotation. It might still be a little tight for Master Ball to fit in. But Erica's Kindness is also good if we play Stall, but I don't think we're looking to play Stall this time around. All of these cards are almost unplayable. Saffron City Gym is actually not too bad. If you're in a situation where you want to recuperate basic energy, just also allows your opponent to do the same. It's a niche. I don't really think it's great, but it's an okay card to throw in just to stop Chaos Gym. Which, if we don't get Chaos Gym, we want Erica's Jigglypuff. We still haven't seen that yet, which is a bit sad here. It's really one of the only cards we're really looking for. None of these cards are great.
Don't want to see the Pidgeotto. No. Blaine's Arcanine. Another Zapdos. Misty's Tear. Don't want to see the Arbok.
Yeah, this is not looking too good right now. Oh, there's the Erica's Jigglypuff. Alright. That's one down. 3 more to go. Oh, we got the Resistance Gym down here. That's pretty good. Oh, there's Blaine's Arcanine, actually. Even if this is our only copy that we get, I don't really mind, as we get more and more consistency cards later on. I think getting one is fine for now. As long as I can get a Ditto of it later, I think that's pretty good. I'll take a second one for sure, but I'm fine with knowing that we pulled one. Mystic Dugong is also a good tech in Neo to help combat fighting type Pokemon. I think that's our second war point, though. That's pretty epic. Nothing really going on here. This is another Blaine's Ponyta. I think I like the other one better, but at least we have another option for it. If we keep, although we haven't seen a Rapidash in a while, I'd like to get more copies of that. Ooh, ooh, this is a good pack. All right, so we got the Rockets Minefield, which is obviously pretty good in damage spread decks. It's the main reason why you play it. Just play challenge, or not even challenge. You play as many cards as you can to search out your basics with a damage swap deck. Not damage swap, damage spread. And then you just drop this down, and then all of your opponent's Pokemon are going to run the risk of getting damage on them whenever they play them. So they have to be really careful. And Rocket Zapdos, that's our second copy. That's huge. That's our second copy of Erica's Jigglypuff. Let's go. We just need 2 more Jigglypuff, 2 more Warp Point, and then I think we're pretty much set. I think I'm very happy with this opening already. Yeah, no, there's nothing really great here. Dead pack. And another dead pack. I mean, Blaine's Growlithe is actually good on its own as well.
Another Erica's Jigglypuff. Master Ball. And a Zapdos. Minefield. I think I really want to see now, since I got 3 Zapdos, is probably at least some Pidgeys. Maybe like 1 or 2 of them at least. Misty's Wish. Resistance Gym. Another Master Ball. Koga's Ditto is bad. Haunter Resistance Gym. Brock's Protection. Oh, are we not gonna get any Pidgeys? Oh, come on, 1 Pidgey at least. Another Zapdos, 1 Pidgey. Did I get a Pidgey? Not a single Pidgey?
Rocket's Secret Experiment is such a weird card. We also got the 3rd Warp Point here, but Rocket's Secret Experiment is kind of decent. So you can flip a coin and then search your deck for any card and put it in your hand. Then you shuffle your deck, but if tails, you can't play trainer cards until the end of your next turn. So this is typically going to be the last thing you do in a turn. Yeah, it's a bit strange. Nothing really going on in this pack. Still not looking at much. Not much going on. We still haven't seen a Ninetales, which is a little scary. It's our 4th Warp Point. All right, I'm happy with that. Even if we don't get a Ninetales, I'm happy with the 4 the 4 Warp Point. I still want to see more Erica's Jigglypuff. If we're not getting Ninetales, I want the Erica's Jigglypuff, please. Oh, I got a Rocket's Mewtwo though. That's not bad. That's definitely a good option. Later on, like once we get to like the unknown decks, I think just plugging this in any psychic deck is pretty good. We got another Rocket's Minefield. That's good. Another Warp Point that we don't really need. I think this is our first Koga's Pidgey, which I'm not too mad about because it's probably just a one of in any deck anyways. It's just like a decent card to start with. Now we're just stacking up. I think that's our first Blaine too, which I'm a little bummed about because I do have the Rapidash idea, but I don't even think we're getting more Rapidash to be honest, which is pretty sad. It's our second Koga's Kakuna, but we still haven't gotten a Beedrill. We're just getting a lot of the bad trainers right now. Also, we didn't get a Chaos Gym. Oh no. That means we're definitely going to have to be on as many gyms as we can to get rid of that. We got another Resistance Gym, though. That's really good. Definitely take that. But this is our last pack. I just want to see a third copy of Erica's Jigglypuff, because that would make me feel really confident in what we're planning on building. Flip them up. Oh my god, we got the worst rare in the set. Miserable last pack. At least we got another Rocket's Minefield, though.
Alright, here we go with the Gym Challenge deck profile. We got, 4 of the Zapdoses, so obviously I'm going to do a Zapdos deck. Mostly got this deck from the jklaz Pokemon.com. Not sure if that's how you say it, but yeah, this is a pretty good profile to look at. Some decks at the time. There's even a Zapdos right here, but yeah, I went to the Rocket Zapdos right here. And, you see I got most of the stuff in here. Didn't obviously get all the pulls throughout to use everything in here, but, I added some stuff that, I felt like would be good in the deck. Like some potions to go along with the defenders. I think I had a bit more energy removal, or maybe less, I don't remember. A little bit more energy, just one. A Misty's Wrath and some Master Balls, just for more draw power. Didn't have base Electabuzz, so I'm using this Lieutenant Surge's Electabuzz. I think I put another Jigglypuff in there. Just gonna see how this goes. Maybe he brought the actual 9-Tails decks if he got the pulls for it. And if he did, I should win. Like, I'll have the advantage since Gyarados, I'm pretty sure, is weak to Electric, and I believe the Ninetales itself only has 70 HP, so I think either way. But yeah, just a standard, it's kind of like a haymaker of the time. We'll see how it goes.
After suffering such a tough loss, we've got to come back with a vengeance. And so I present Plasma Wave. This is my take on the final rendition of Do the Wave as we head into rotation, and a lot of these cards aren't going to be able to be played anymore. Luckily, we've got some new tools at our disposal to make this deck an absolute monster. So, first off, we ended up getting the third Wigglytuff back in the Fossil episode, as we were able to get an extra copy of any rare we wanted. And so we went with Wigglytuff. We never really used it again after Jungle, though. Despite it being most likely our best deck, we wanted to try out different things. But since this is the last time that we can use Wigglytuff from base set, I wanted to take full advantage of how powerful this card is. And as mentioned before, we've got new tools like Rocket's Zapdos. This is one of the best attackers printed in all of the WOTC era. Its plasma attack does 20 damage and then attaches a lightning energy from your discard to Rocket's Zapdos. So you can get this thing powered up in just 2 turns realistically to do Electro Burn, which does 70 and then 10 times the number of lightning energy to Zapdos. So we have to be a little careful, but we play some cards to deal with that. As you see, we play Defenders. Erica Stratini, returning from last episode, it didn't really do us much good, but it is still a very good card. It's pretty much just better Mr. Mime. That doesn't have to deal with anything resisting it. Can do a potential of 30 damage, and it can't take more than 10 damage from anything. So this is a really powerful card, and unfortunately we only have the one of it, so we're playing the one that we have. Now we only got 2 Erica's Jigglypuff. This one is pretty tough as well. This was a common, and we only got 2. This is reminding me of the Bill situation. I'm really hoping that James didn't get a full playset, and if he did, maybe he's not on it, because Erica's Jigglypuff is one of the other strongest cards that we just got out of Gym Challenge. It can potentially knock out any Pokemon that James might start with if he's not on the exact same deck, which is another reason why we're playing this deck, is because Erica's Jigglypuff is in the format. We're playing our regular Jigglypuff line, as well as Wigglytuff and Rocket Zapdos, and Erica's Dratini, because all of these cards mean that he can't knock us out with Erica's Jigglypuff. Even if we get a dead start of just one Pokemon, we are set against Erica's Jigglypuff. And of course, we are playing the 4 Jigglypuff to the 3 Wigglytuff, as Jigglypuff is honestly fine on its own, so if we end up stuck with an extra Jigglypuff, it's not the end of the world. Plus, it's generally good theory to have more of the basic Pokemon than the evolution Pokemon, and not necessarily have the same amount unless you're going all in on that strategy and have a consistent way to access both of them, and you need multiple of them in play. Well, that's pretty much it for the Pokemon. As for trainers, we're on the 3 bill, but we're also on 4 challenge. We saw this work really well for James last episode, and I think it's a phenomenal card. I was going to play it in another deck that I had conceptualized, but never really came to fruition. But this card is very good and will help us set up our do the wave attack much more effectively. And if nothing else, it's a draw too. And as mentioned before, we're playing the 2 defender to deal with Rocket Zapdos trying to kill itself. So this will help get rid of some of that damage that he'll do to himself. We're playing 2 Energy Flow. This is to get back our double colorless that you'll see later on. 4 Gust of Wind to bring out any Pokemon that might be posing a threat and try to get a knockout. 1 Item Finder to recover any of our resources. And then this is where it starts getting a little weird. We've got the 3 Misty's Wrath. We saw James play this last week as well, and it worked really well for him. And we have the 3 copies, so might as well run it. We're going to go full aggro on this and sort of give him a taste of his own medicine. I kind of overlooked this card and really thought it was only going to be good in the Feraligatr deck that we're going to be seeing potentially next episode if either of us get a good enough pull for it. This is just a good card all around. It's basically Course's Experiment on crack. And we do have the 1 Item Finder to recover any important trainers. I almost considered playing Recycle if anything goes horribly wrong. But I think what we're going to most likely do is just play 1 and then sit on the rest if we draw into it. So it's more like we're playing 3 for the consistency and access to this card. 2 No Removal Gym, just in case he has Chaos Gym. We needed to have a gym answer so we could get rid of Chaos Gym. And of course, this is the best gym at our disposal right now. Since we didn't pull any Chaos Gym, this makes it so that James won't be able to get rid of any of our energy on our high energy Pokemon like Zapdos and Wigglytuff. 2 plus power to try to get some very specific knockouts. This will let Wigglytuff get a knockout on Rocket Zapdos. This will let Rocket Zapdos get a knockout on Wigglytuff. So, depending on what James is playing, this could make or break our chance of winning. 2 Pokemon Trader. This is just a consistency buff. We lost Computer Search from the ban, which is really unfortunate. But here we are. We were able to do it last time, but we lost. So hopefully this time we can run it without Computer Search and win. I really hope that wasn't the only reason why we were winning. 3 Rocket Sneak Attack. This is another card that we got an extra of from the Ditto, and we're finally playing it. And I think this card fits really well with the deck's idea. We want to make sure that James is off of any trainers that can disrupt what we're doing, as we are playing a pretty setup heavy deck. 2 Switch and 3 Warp Point. Warp Point is basically Escape Rope. Switch has always been Switch. Our Pokemon are a little high on the retreat cost end, so instead of playing something like, say, Dodrio, which was an option I was considering, this is a cheaper option, and as long as he's not on trainer control, we should be able to get away with it. But I think if he is on trainer control, we should have the edge anyways, because I think we're going to have a more aggressive strategy, so most of the time trainer control can't really keep up with aggression. For our energy, we are playing 4 double colorless to attach to Wigglytuff and 11 lightning energy for our Rocket Zapdos or whatever else we might need it for. So yeah, that's pretty much the deck. The idea is we're gonna just smash James's face in as fast as we possibly can, and hopefully it works well for us. See you in the games. All right, so this is a pretty big deal here going into this battle, as this is
I'm a pretty big deal.
the last battle in this format before we rotate out base through fossil. So it's almost like the generation finale, I would say. How did you feel about your draft polls?
They're alright. I didn't get everything I wanted, but what I did get a bunch of.
Kind of had the typical draft for me where I got a little bit of everything. There was only 1 or 2 cards that I feel like I really missed out on. Some pretty big cards. What did you get on your wheel?
Ditto.
Oh, you got a Ditto. Okay. Since I won the weighted coin from my loser's wheel, I get to go first, and we will be flipping them up. Let's see what you got. Ah, that's great. That's great. I did kind of figure this would happen. I draw for turn. All right. Well, this is at least going to mitigate what would have been a very fast game one. Because unfortunately I didn't get the cards I needed to facilitate this, but I'm going to challenge. Do you accept the challenge?
Yeah, I guess I'll accept it. Why not?
All right. I think that's a good call. Because
I
if I
like
did
this
get the cards that I needed, then this could have been
Could have been
over.
a turn one loss.
We both went opted to fill our whole bench here. This will be interesting because I'm sure this will now display what decks we're on. And at this point, I'm curious if you're just playing the Erica's Jigglypuff or if you came up with the exact same deck as I did.
You want to do one at a time? Jigglypuff. Other Jigglypuff.
And you got Chanseys.
Zap. Oh, would you look at that?
Ah. Ah.
Oh.
Alrighty there, buddy. Alright, so now I'm going to play another challenge. Since we both have full benches, you have to deny the challenge. So I'll draw 2 cards. Yeah, I made that mistake in our last game. I was hoping you would make the same. I am just going to have to put a Lightning Energy on Rocket Zapdos and play No Removal Gym. And then I will pass it to you.
I will draw for turn. I will play Bill.
Bill.
I will play Double Colorless Energy. I'm gonna punch your Jigglypuff in the head.
It's going to do 40 damage.
Thanks, 40 damage to the head.
Draw for turn. What do you know? Got a bill of my own. It's looking pretty good. Alright, I'm going to attach a Lightning Energy to Erica's Jigglypuff. I'm going to retreat the Jigglypuff. Going to bring out Rocket Zapdos. I am going to Gust of Wind out one of your Zapdos. Trying to get rid of the problem card here. I will go in for Plasma, which does 20, and I can attach a Lightning Energy from my discard to Rocket Zapdos.
Alright, drawing for turn. I will play a switch, bringing the buff back out. And then I'll play a Lightning Energy on this Zapdos over here. And then I will punch that bird right in its nose.
Another
Right in its
pulled
beak.
punch.
Yeah, right in the beak.
Draw for turn. Gonna evolve 2 Jigglypuffs. I'll just Plasma and do 20.
Another energy. And then I will just punch you again.
Alright, and since I already have damage counters, it just does 10. Draw for turn. Not really what I wanted to see. I'll attach a Lightning Energy to Wigglytuff. Play a plus power on the Zapdos and go for Plasma for the knockout. Taking my prize card here. Bringing out the Zapdos.
Alright, drawing. I will Lightning Energy. And then I will go for knockout.
Yep, that gets it. I will bring out Erica's Dratini. I draw for turn. Rocket Sneak Attack. Show me what you got.
Show us what you got.
Oh my. Oh my. I'll shuffle back the switch. I am reluctantly just going to pass.
I will draw for turn. Alright, I'm gonna play that Zapdos. Anyway, I'm gonna hit you for the 10.
Alright.
Lightning Energy in the discard for me to draw, though, but, you know.
So just the 10 damage. That's fine. I draw for turn.
I will slowly but surely beat the piss out of that. Another Zapdos.
I'm going to put down a Lightning Energy, and then I'll pass.
I will also put down a Lightning Energy on this Zapdos. How will you feel about taking 10 more damage now?
10 more damage. Yeah, no problem.
Yeah. Ooh.
I draw for turn. Let's get a little crazy here. I'm going to play Misty's Wrath.
Seen the power and says, let me use that too.
I did, yes. That's like exactly what happened. Alright, so I get to keep 2 and throw the rest away. I'm going to. Oh no, I don't even have to show you the 2 cards I picked. Okay, that's cool.
You can. You can.
No, I don't have to though. That's fine.
I'll allow it. I'll allow it.
Definitely going to take this. Have to take this as well. It's where it gets a little fun. Got a new card for you. Warp Point.
Alright, so we swap. Each of us swap to a different Pokemon.
Yes, and of note, you swap first. A little bit of mind games with this card.
I'll bring out Chansey.
I will bring out Rocket Zapdos. I'm gonna have to get a little greedy again. I'm gonna bring out your Zapdos with no energy, no damage counters. Alright, and then I will I haven't attached energy this turn, so I'm going to attach 1 lightning to Zapdos, and then I will Plasma, grabbing a lightning energy, doing 20 damage, and passing the turn.
For turn, I will a super energy removal, which will require me to discard 2 hands. Play.
Yes.
And shut Master Ball and another super energy removal. And I will get rid of 1 energy from the 3 energy Aptos. I guess it's your turn then.
I draw for turn. Not what I wanted to see. So I am just going to Plasma. Doing another 20.
Right.
Grabbing another lightning energy. Attaching it to Rocket Zapdos.
For turn, I will play the double colorless energy I have onto this Zapdos. I will play a switch, bringing in Scyther, and then I will pass turn.
I'm gonna draw for turn. I guess I unfortunately just have to Plasma here. Do the 20.
Alright.
Grab a lightning.
For turn, I'm going to do super energy removal again, getting rid of a Chansey and a super potion, and 1 energy from Zapdos over here. You get rid of 2 on your Zapdos. And then I will Professor, and we will Bill. Now we got Narrow Gym in play. So cut down 1 of your Pokemon. It goes back to your hand, I believe. Choose 1 of them, return in all cards attached to it to his or his hand.
I will return Erica's Dratini.
Okay, I'm going to return the Zapdos with 4 damage on it, so now it has no damage on it. Play energy for the turn. I will then free retreat, because, so I
Yep.
can do that. Bring in this Zapdos. And I will just hit you with Plasma 20 and grab my lightning energy.
Draw for turn. I'm going to reinstate no removal gym here.
I hate you.
And then I'm going to gust out your Zapdos with 2 damage counters on it. And then drop Erica's Dratini back down. And I am going to Plasma. Plasma v Plasma over and over and over again.
Well, on the bright side, I don't believe you have any more gust winds. I believe you only had 3 at max. Isn't that right?
No.
No. Well, draw for turn. I guess I'll just have to pass.
I will draw for turn. I'm going to bill. Draw 2. Going to sneak attack. Oh my god. You got the Dratini yourself. I'll get rid of item finder. And then I will plus power, plasma for knockout.
Okay.
I get lightning energy and then I can take a prize. Bring out the Scyther naturally. I'll go ahead and pass to you while I take my prize.
Draw for turn. I will slightly garbage run. I'll put in Aptos,
Mm-hmm.
the Chansey, and the energy. I will potion
Scyther, yep.
off that damage. Play a Dratini and
Playing Oak.
drawing a new 7 hand. Alright, I'm gonna energy removal. Getting rid of lightning energy and I guess another light. And get rid of an energy on your Wigglytuff.
Oh, my Wigglytuff, okay.
Go free retreat into Zapdos. Play a defender. And then you shall die.
I certainly shall.
And I will take 10 damage from that. Draw my prize card.
Draw for turn. I didn't really like my draw, so I'll pass it to you.
Draw for turn. Alright, Bill. I will play this Energy Zapdos. I will Gust of Wind out of Wigglytuff. Obviously doesn't matter which one. I'm gonna hit that for a good 70 damage, which does 30 to me in turn.
Draw for turn. We'll play switch.
I hate you.
Oh yeah, baby. Bringing out Erica's Dratini. She's back. And that's all I got for you.
Going for turn. I'm gonna Gust out the untouched Wigglytuff.
Yep.
I will. I guess not. I guess I'll just. I guess I'll have to get you a prize, but I'm gonna plus power kill it. Yeah. Holding my death as well.
Draw my prize.
I think you should bring out the Wigglytuff instead. I think that's a
No,
good idea.
that's fine, honestly. I guess I'm going to attach lightning energy to Dratini and pass.
I'm going to retreat into my Dratini and put a double colorless energy on it. Yeah, I'll just hit you for 10. I don't even have to like flip.
Yeah, no, you
Doesn't
don't even have to flip because
matter
it'll
what.
always just do
Yeah.
10. Alright, draw.
Slap you with my tail.
We'll attach a lightning energy to Erica's Dratini, and I will hit you for 10. Take that.
Draw for turn. Yeah, so I'm going to hit you for 10 now. No,
Oh
you.
no. And I shall
Time for
take
that
10.
slow and painful beatdown.
Oh yeah. Draw for turn. I mean, at least I know you can't plus power me.
Yeah, I don't think that can work.
It doesn't. I'll hit you for 10. Take
Oh,
that.
that's hot. Yeah, 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 hot. Like they're full swigging as hard as possible, and they're not even flinching when they get hit. Like, they're like helicopter flying into each other, and then the other one just like gets smacked and is like, "Is that all you got? You dare smack me? Well, guess what? I smack you."
No, don't smack me. Draw for turn. Alright, I got one for you here. I'm gonna energy flow. Take the lightning. Oh, not to the discard. Not to the discard. Put it in my hand.
Okay.
Put this other lightning
Alright.
back in my hand. I'm gonna attach a lightning to Wigglytuff. And then I will pass.
Let's finally sneak attack you. Let's see what you got in that hand there, boy. Challenge, a switch, double colorless, a bill. Why don't you use that wrath? You should use that wrath.
No.
And that bill. So I'm gonna send that switch back into the deck. Well, now that I know what you got in your hand, I guess I'll finally do what this. I will play Item Finder, getting rid of a Dratini and a Ender.
Let's grab Professor Oak.
You
Good
get
idea.
yeah. Gust to win out the Wigglytuff. Actually, I'm gonna bitch slap that thing into the discard pile.
And then bring out
Which half thing or
Erica's
full live? Oh,
Dratini.
you want to bring out that? That's
Draw.
surprising. I guess you're still waiting on a Wigglytuff. I know you have 3.
How do I survive 11 more turns while having 2 of my Pokemon on their knees?
Oh, you trying to deck me out?
Yeah, because I don't think I can take 3 prizes. Yeah, I think for the sake of reason, I'm gonna
What are you just
concede.
giving up?
Yeah, I'm gonna
You
concede
don't want to
this
see how this
first game.
plays out?
No, because
You
you're
don't
gonna
want to see
win.
how it plays out? Why not? You don't know that.
I do know that. I know it's in my deck, and I know that I can't take 3 prizes before you can take 2, and I'm not gonna be able to survive 11 turns. So I'll concede. I got a mulligan.
So, oh, that's hot.
Also, don't forget you can draw cards for the mulligan up to 2.
Okay, drawing 2.
2 for the mulligan. Got my 6 prizes. All right, you ready? Draw for turn. I've got Bill.
Bill.
I'm gonna draw 2 more. I am going to play double colorless on Erica's Jigglypuff. I'm gonna pull a punch for 40 and pass it to you.
Ouch. Painful. Draw for turn. I will Master Ball. Crying, pissing, shitting. I'll play Electabuzz.
All right, the Electabuzz. Yeah, we didn't get to see
Put an
this actually
energy
come
on
into
him.
play last game, but this did seem pretty good.
Hey, look at that. It's your turn.
All right, draw for turn. I'm gonna warp point.
Ah, that hurts.
Yes, it does. I'm gonna play Rocket Zapdos and attach a
Okay.
lightning energy to it, and then I'm gonna plus power for knockout on the Jigglypuff.
Ah. Darn.
Yep.
Okay. This is annoying. That Jigglypuff.
Oh, dude, I know this card sucks ass.
Did I mention I hate that card?
I think you did. Yeah.
Yeah, I hate that card. I want you to know I hate that card.
All right. Yeah.
Alright, another Jigglypuff. What do I even do here? I guess we gotta do what we gotta do when you gotta do what you gotta do. You know what I'm saying?
This is true.
Know what I'm super saying?
I do know what you're super
So free
saying.
retreat into the Electabuzz, attach an energy to it, use a gust of wind to bring out your Zapdos. We're gonna damage a defender and plus power, and then we'll finally play Professor Rope.
I was like, why are you? Yeah, all right.
Yeah, clear the hand, might as well use it all up before I Professor Rope.
Yeah, that seems pretty
Like,
good.
yeah, Zapdos down. Oh, no, wait, let me bill first. And now let me sneak.
Yeah.
Okay, you got a challenge and a trader. Wow, I didn't even know you were in that one. Okay, well, we're gonna get rid of the challenge.
All right.
It'll be challengeless. Will not be challenged. Yeah, and then for 30, the energy onto Zapdos.
Yep. Draw for turn. I will play Jigglypuff. I'll just pass since I can't do damage to you anyways. I don't think I have any.
Yeah,
I don't have
yeah,
any
you don't have
lightning
any
energy.
energy. If you grab
Yeah, so I'm
Ignite,
just
so it
gonna
doesn't matter.
pass.
Yeah. Play the energy on Electabuzz. And then I'm gonna just hit you for 20. Moving this
Yep.
energy onto Zapdos. It's supposed to be regular Zapdos, or Electabuzz from a base set, but this one's
Draw.
working pretty decent.
Yeah. All right. I'm going to play no removal. Attach a lightning to Rocket Zapdos. I'll retreat.
I'm retreating it. Okay, I wonder what's coming out. I can only wonder what. Oh man, I wonder what it is. I wonder what it'll be.
Yeah, I wonder what, huh? All right, and then I'll pull my punch.
Yeah, well, okay, my turn. Off your turn. I put a lightning energy on Electabuzz. I do 20 to you,
This is
moving it
true.
onto Zapdos.
Draw for turn. I will evolve my Jigglypuff into Wigglytuff. I'll attach a lightning energy to it, and then I will pull my punch again, just doing 10.
Draw for turn. I
Two.
guess I was. I thought I only had the one. I'm running 2 Master Balls actually.
Oh, nice. Two of
Yeah,
them
so
things.
let's see what happens this time. Hey, cool. And play it straight to bench. Put the energy on Electabuzz.
Uh huh.
And then I kind of do this. I'm gonna plus power, then move the energy onto Zapdos when I
Yep.
kill you.
We'll bring out Wigglytuff. Draw for turn. I'll attach a lightning energy to Wigglytuff, and I will lullaby, putting you to sleep.
All right, let's see if that has any effect. It does not. I'm still awake.
All right.
Anyway, another lightning energy will be attached, and then it'll be 20 damage to you, and put this on here.
All right. Draw for turn.
Just doing a little cleaning.
I will
Do.
lullaby again.
Okay,
Haha, you're asleep.
let me just. Good night. Lay down real quick. Draw for turn. Double colorless up this Zapdos. Play switch, so nothing you did ever mattered.
Yep.
Zapdos says hi, and then Zapdos says bye.
Bring out Zapdos. Draw for
You
turn.
don't have anything to put on the bench. You are gonna die. I'm guessing it's an oak. Even play oaks. I don't remember. Well, if you are, that's the only thing I can think you're thinking about is whether you want to get rid of what's in your hand.
Somebody doesn't remember what they saw in my hand.
Dang right I don't.
I'm still holding on to those two of those cards. I'm just trying to think.
Pokemon Trader.
Mm-hmm.
Thinking about what to trade to.
Mm-hmm.
So whatever you have in your hand is either A, a Jigglypuff, or B, a Zapdos, and you're thinking of whether you should trade it out for something else, and you are.
I'm gonna trade the Zapdos.
I already know what it is.
Those were the two cards you knew, by the way. I grabbed
Didn't remember
Dratini.
them, but I knew it. Yeah, that was that little thing. That little thing that's going to cuck me for 4 turns.
And you know what? Just because fuck you, I had the defender too.
Oh, I Misty's Wrath. Okay, so 2 cards that I want,
And then discard the rest.
which will cause me to discard Super Energy Removal, Nightly Garbage Run, Dratini, and a Chansey. And I'll just hit you for the knockout.
Bring out Dratini. Draw for turn. Challenge.
Yeah, no, you can just draw the 2 cards. That's
Yeah.
alright.
Sneak attack. I will get rid of Item Finder.
Yep, I already had it ready to send to the top of deck. Ready to click the button.
You can conceal your cards.
Oh, yeah, my bad.
You're good.
Don't look at those.
I'll look at them the whole game if you want me to. I got the double colorless.
Okay, so
Nope, not that. But
Let's do
yeah,
that.
I get the knockout.
No, that's fine.
No,
Fine,
not
you can
fine.
delete that and I'll
Misclick.
just
I
win.
meant H. And then I'll pass while I take
Alright.
my prize.
Card. I'm gonna play a super energy removal, getting rid of a Zapdos and a lightning energy, I guess. Swap, double colorless. About to hit you with the meanest punch ever that will only do 10 damage.
Yep. I'll take the 10. Draw for turn. I unfortunately have to pass here.
Energy on Zapdos, and then I shall punch you in the face again.
Draw. That's hilarious. I'm gonna pass again. Yeah, it's
For
not looking
turn.
great over here.
Yeah, narrow gem you.
I have to get rid of all my cards. No.
Play the. And no, I guess not. I'll just punch you in the.
I get punched. Let's see if I can survive the turn.
Do you survive the turn? Oh, yeah, my bad.
You're
I was
good.
really waiting for that card draw. I was like, do you
Draw.
survive?
I don't.
Really? What do you have in hand? Like, if that's game, I mean, you might as well show it. But like, you could gust.
I
Maybe
mean, I
you
could
can't
gust
gust.
the like Electabuzz, but an energy will do it. So yeah, I'm just gonna
Yeah, because
concede. This boiled down realistically to you got 4 Zapdos.
having 4 Zapdos is definitely good.
Yeah,
Like, I got nothing else in the rare pulls. Like, it was like one of some stuff, and a lot of stuff was missing. 2 Jigglypuffs, 2 Master Balls, and then I think I was missed like a lot of the trainer cards. I don't even know if I got any Misty's Tears.
I think I got like 2 Misty's Tears, but I didn't really think it was that good. At least not in this deck.
I mean, if you weren't running Lightning Energy, you were just running a mono colorless, here could be nice because just pull Water Energy.
I had to run the Zapdos because it's the strongest card in the format. That's why this was the set that fully eradicated the original Haymaker. So in constructed, typically you would play just 4 or like 1 to 4 Erica's Jigglypuff. According to Jason Klasinski, it's common for most people to just play 1, and then you would play your 4 Rocket Zapdos, and then either whatever other tech choice attacker you had for like whatever you
Yeah.
think you were expecting, like either your Magmar, Hitmonchan, or Scyther. And the reason I plugged in the Wigglytuff, like obviously, again, I think this series has been a testament to the fact that Wigglytuff is really only good in constructed. That
Oh yeah,
Wigglytuff,
if you don't have consistency, then
yeah, because like if I still had computer search, then maybe these games would have gone differently. I kind of doubt it,
oh, I
but
think you would have. I think you would have won. That card's really
computer search
strong.
is crazy good. But and I obviously would have built my deck a bit differently if I had computer search. No, obviously that is the reason why we have the ban system, is because if somebody has too ridiculous of pulls that the other person doesn't have, then it evens the playing field so that the person that lost has a chance to come back again. And even though I know that you're not the type to reuse the same deck again, I will be using my ban. But
What are
congratulations,
you
of
banning,
course.
Zapdos?
I mean, yeah, yeah. I would
You're a hater.
I would tease it, but
You're
yeah,
a hater.
I definitely am a hater of Zapdos. I would rather have Erica's Jigglypuff in the format than Zapdos, because Erica's
You're a
Jigglypuff
hater.
gets much worse after rotation because double colorless is no longer in the format. But congratulations on winning the last
Yep.
match in the
Dratini
Gen 1 era.
was annoying. I
Dratini
believe
was
2
mad
basic
annoying.
Pokemon of Dratini and Jigglypuff were annoying. I honestly had a Goo Gap gas attack in here, which would have shut off the power, which would have been so amazing to have, but I got rid of it because I didn't really need it. Oh,
But
not much.
that does mean we are now tied up, three
Wins.
3 wins
3 to
each.
3.
So I think that's a good note to end off this era. I'm not thrilled about the fact that I'm ending on 2 consecutive losses, but I started with 2 consecutive
2
wins,
consecutive.
ending with 2 consecutive losses. But no. So we're heading into Neo Genesis, starting Gen 2, and most importantly, the rotation. So any cards from base set to fossil will no longer be legal. And to look forward to in Neo Genesis, we got Feraligatr, we got some new shut the fuck up. We got some new powerful trainer cards like Focus Band, we got the berries, which recover damage counters automatically. more importantly, the babies are introduced, and they are going to whine and
The
cry
babies.
until
Pick the
we
baby.
will be doing the same. So, thanks for watching. Hope to see you next time. See you later.
Bye.